another short video, and in this one we're going to talk about custom forms within Asana we can build out inside the project to bring information back into the project. So these forms can be shared with team members, embedded into your website, or shared with contractors or anyone else you wish to share the link with. And why is this important? Well, one of the best things about forms is that when we build them out, they are automatically brought into your system, so in real time you're not wasting time moving that data from Google Sheets into your project management tool or any other tool if we're connected through APIs. So in this case we're just going to create a small form. So today this form is just going to be a requirement for adding some information, and let's see, I'll tell you what we're going to do is we're going to do a work with me form. So how about that? So first and foremost, work with me. We get this header in here and we get to write in this short description. So, let's get in there and change this about. So let's add the form description. Looking to work with me on a custom CRM or for some Asana config, then the right place in the form as detailed as possible. So as you can see already, we're making sure that we're being very descriptive. We're asking people to fill in the information. Now as you can see, you're already getting some of the pre-qualified questions, name and an email address, and this is great. But what we want to do is we want to drop some additional questions in. So again, you have these options over on the right hand side. So single line text, if you're asking a question that is a bit further than like a yes or a no. So please tell us in one line about your business, or what is the name of your business, which is a great one. Okay, so we'll drop that in, and here we can put so highlight what is your business name. What is your business name? So in the description they will then write down the name of the business. We'll ask, please specify. So please specify the name of your business and leave the domain URL. So how about that? Okay. Specify. So we'll make this a requirement as well, which is a great thing. Making it a requirement means we're going to get the information into our system we need. Now you can see here we can connect to a field. So a great thing about this is we can create a field within the project, so the information automatically drops into that custom field. Now if you know Asana and you remember what we've talked about in the past, Asana, the data, building dashboards and reporting is all done on the data you put in, but you've got to build the custom fields for this. So what is your business name? And let's go with a second one. Let's go with a single select. So let's drop in the single select here, and we're going to ask the customer what tier of Asana are you currently using. So we're going to add some multiple choice, and we can put the free, we can put premium, and then we're going to go with business. Okay, we can change the colors here, add these to show up on the sheets, and then we can branch as well. So they could choose premium, and we can branch off for a question, and we can have a single line text. And what we can do is in here ask, how many licenses are you using? Okay, and then they will be required if they choose this to enter the license amount. So again, we are branching off, which is called branching logic, within each of the questions. So they choose something, it branches off, and we can copy and paste this again and create the same for the business. So we would go over, we would do the single line text, we would drop it in, and we would ask the question. Okay, so again, remember, make it a requirement if they choose this branch. So as you can see, it's very simple. There's multiple other stuffs we can do. We can drop in a date. So let's, for instance, bring this over and let's ask them when is the earliest you can start this project. So you have to excuse my writing. And then they're going to come in and they can do a day range. We're going to choose a day range. Again, let's make this a requirement because we want to qualify this lead. We want to make sure that, you know, they can work within the range that's specific for us or for you and your business, or again, depending on your use case, there's a multitude of ways to use this. One of the great things we want to do here is, again, we have the utility of the attachment. So please attach any supporting documentation, so docs. Okay, so this is another great thing. We can allow them to drop in multiple documentations. Now, like you say, we've just done this short and sweet. We've dropped in some questions. We have got some great little questions. We haven't attached any to the custom fields, but it's very simple to do, and you can do with it any of them. But you can also create the field from the form as well. Just remember, if you haven't got the form in, you can go ahead and build. If you haven't got the custom field built, you can go ahead and build it from the form maker, which is an amazing functionality. So another thing to take notice of is you can add a cover image, and it will bring up your computer files, and you can add a cover image to it to make it pop a little bit more. Now let's copy this link and let's click done, and we are going to keep this link covered. Let's come outside, open up a form, and let's take a look. So here we go, work with me. You put your name, what is your business name, what tier of Asana are you currently using. Remember what we do, we pick one of these, it's going to bring up a branching question, and how many licenses do you have. We're going to put that in. We're going to enter a date range, so it's going to ask us for a start date, and then it's going to ask us for an end date. So we're putting this into the system too. You're going to have to, by nature, put in your email address and then submit any forms. And remember, you can build this out to as extensively as needed. So I hope that was informative. If you need any help with this, drop us a line, look in the notes, and we in the comments, and we have a link through to book in some discovery time with us. Take care.